promised me after this fight, after Usman fight, you will for sure gonna fight for the title, and I win that fight, and I don't know what's going on. I heard some Dana White says like, I don't think Khamzat for next for the title, and so that's the bullshit, man. So if you promised me something, you have to answer for your words, man. So I am the guy who I always answer for my words. So I don't care.
Now, Khamzat Chimaev is pretty much upset at Dana White because he says that Dana White promised him a fight for the title if he beat Kamaru Usman. Now, in my opinion, I feel like Dana White only made that promise because two huge fights were about to be cut from UFC 294, and that was Islam Makhachev versus Charles Oliveira, that obviously Charles Oliveira had to pull out, and it was Khamzat Chimaev versus Paulo Costa. As we know, Paulo Costa had to pull out, and it was super short notice. He had to, make a promise that was pretty much gonna be high stakes, right? It had to be high stakes, and that's why they got Kamaru Usman to come in on short notice, because as we know, Kamaru Usman lost the rematch to Leon Edwards a couple months ago, and that would have gave Kamaru Usman the shortest path to possibly being a champion again. So in my opinion, they couldn't find a big enough name to fight, Kamaru Usman, they couldn't find a big enough name to fight Khamzat Chimaev, so they had to, make that little promise. In my opinion, I just feel like Dana White got creative. Khamzat Chimaev's main arguments is that he's undefeated. And his second argument is that Dana White made a promise. Bro, if it's not under contract, I don't think that Dana White has to honor any of that stuff. That's why, if you want somebody to honor something, maybe get it under contract. I don't know, just an idea. Aside from all that promise talk, ladies and gentlemen, Khamzat Chimaev beat a welterweight on 11-day short notice. That's not a good enough reason for you to fight for the title. Khamzat, you're a great fighter. You're an awesome fighter. You're a huge draw for the UFC. You could definitely use that as leverage, but now you need to prove that you can hang with the middleweights. If you haven't beat a real middleweight, what sense does that make for you to fight for the title in that division? Look, you're ranked, number 9? Now I think that it's time for you to fight someone like Brendan Allen, someone who is just outside of the top 5. If you beat someone like Brendan Allen, then you move up. You fight someone like Marvin Vettori or Jared Cannonier or even Robert Whittaker. If you beat one of those fighters, then definitely there is a good chance that you fight for the title next. And yeah, what is that? 2 fights away? Potentially 2 fights away? That is a super short path to fighting for the title, in my opinion. But I don't think that claiming to be undefeated, even though you haven't beat a middleweight yet, and saying that Dana White made a pinky promise to you is the best argument on why you should fight for the title next. And I'm just being completely honest. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.